Right now, somewhere in Australia, someone is staring at their savings account. $100,000 sitting there and feeling safe. Proud, even. They worked hard for that number. They didn't blow it on holidays or a new car. They did everything right. And right now, that $100,000 is losing $3,200 in purchasing power. Every single year. In complete silence. No fraud, no crash. No one touched a cent. The balance still says $100,000. But Australian inflation is running at 3.2%, and their transaction account is paying 0.01%. That gap? That's the quiet tax nobody warned them about. After 5 years, that $100,000 will only buy what $83,000 buys today. Nobody stole from them, but they're getting poorer. Here's the belief most Australians are carrying right now. As long as I'm saving, I'm ahead. It sounds reasonable. It feels responsible. It is completely wrong. The Reserve Bank of Australia has confirmed inflation is holding at approximately 3.2% through 2025 to 2026. The big four banks, CBA, Westpac, NAB, ANZ, are paying between 0.01% and 0.5% on standard transaction accounts. Run the numbers. That's a gap of 2.7% to 3.2% per year. Not because the market crashed, not because you made a bad decision, simply because you left money where it felt safe. That feeling of safety? That's the trap. The money isn't standing still. It's moving backwards. Every single day. Let's start at the bottom. Level 1. The money that's already dead. This is where most people are, and most people don't know it. Your cash is sitting in a transaction account earning 0.01%. Inflation is at 3.2%. That means on $100,000, you are losing the equivalent of $3,190 in purchasing power every year. Not in theory, not eventually, now. And the brutal part? You still see $100,000 on the screen. Maybe $100,050 after a year of interest. The number barely moves, so your brain tells you nothing is wrong. Meanwhile, rent has hit housing stress thresholds across every major Australian city. 30% or more of median income gone before you buy a single thing. Electricity bills have climbed, groceries have climbed. The cost of standing still has gone up. But the reward for keeping cash in your bank account has not. This is the level where inaction has a price tag, a specific one. $3,200 a year. The math doesn't lie. Level 2. The illusion of doing something. Now let's step up. You've moved your money into a high-interest savings account, ING, Ubank, Rabobank, pulling 5% to 5.5%. Better, much better than level 1. At least you're beating inflation on paper. But here's the part nobody talks about. That interest income is taxable. At an $80,000 to $120,000 income, your marginal tax rate is 32.5% to 37%. So your 5.5% return becomes roughly 3.5% after tax. Inflation at 3.2% means you're not building wealth. You're barely treading water. And here's where lifestyle inflation quietly moves in. Savings account growing? Great. So the lease on a slightly better apartment feels justified. The afterpay order feels manageable. The weekend away feels earned. Income goes up, net worth stays flat. That's the definition of the trap. You feel like you're doing something. The numbers say otherwise. That's backwards. Level 3. When money actually works. This is where the game changes. While Australians debated which savings account pays 0.1% more, the market delivered this in 2025. VGS, Vanguard International Shares ETF, plus 13.34% total return. VAS, Vanguard Australian Shares ETF, plus 10.07% total return. These aren't outlier years plucked from a bull run. They're the long-term reward for owning a slice of the global economy instead of lending your money to a bank at 5% while they lend it out at 7%. People at this level aren't geniuses. They just understand one thing. Compounding needs two ingredients: return and time. And time is the only one you cannot buy back. They also maximize super contributions. Inside super, investment returns are taxed at 15% versus 32.5% to 37% outside it. That structural advantage alone is worth thousands of dollars a year. The strategy isn't complicated. It just requires starting. Stop for a second. Don't scroll. Don't let the next video autoplay. Ask yourself one honest question. Which level is your money at right now? Sitting in a transaction account at 0.01%? In a savings account at 5% while lifestyle expenses quietly climb? Or in assets that are genuinely working while you sleep? Because here's the truth that this entire video has been building toward. The gap between where you are and where you want to be has nothing to do with how much you earn. It's the gap between what you keep, how you protect it from inflation, and how long you let it compound. Someone earning $70,000 and investing consistently will retire earlier than someone earning $150,000 with $100,000 frozen in a transaction account. That's not motivation. That's mathematics. And the mathematics don't care about your intentions. Money is never standing still. It is either growing or shrinking. There is no neutral. There is no safe. There is only the rate at which your purchasing power moves forward or backward. Right now, while you've been watching this video, your $100,000 has been doing one of those two things. The level you're at today doesn't define you, but the decision you make after seeing these numbers, that one matters. If this gave you a clearer picture of where you stand, subscribe. New video every day. See you then.